Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a game called DreamQuest, Volume 1, Dreamer's Sword. Now, DreamQuest is a very unusual game. This is from Space Cowboys, or Space Cow, which is the kids' line of Space Cowboys. This is a cooperative game for 2 players, specifically one of those players being... it's definitely made for a parent and a child, or an older person and a younger person to work together, whether it's older brother, younger sister, whatever it might be, mom and son, dad and daughter, whatever combo, grandpa, and, so that's what it is. It's a 2-player game that you're going to go through some adventure books, and in these adventures, you can die. But that's not the end of the story. I'll show you. Okay, realize that this is being taken kind of in the middle of a campaign, so we haven't finished it here. What you do is there are 2 characters in the game, and you can use either side of these characters. One person is to protect their links. That is what the parent or the adult will play, and then the younger kid or younger brother, whatever you're doing, will play the hero, which again has 2 different heroes that you can be. So they have these tokens here. You have a track of your hit points. There is a rule book here, and on the back of the rule book, you'll write, so here's the hero's name, Jimmy Vasel, the date of first adventure, February 10th, 2023, name of my guardian, Dad. You put some stickers here, and you'll get more stickers as time goes by. There's a whole bunch of stickers that you will be able to add to your board as you go through. So you're going to go through 2 books here, and each book is a big, colorful book, and I'm not going to show a whole lot of it here. That kind of gives you some background stories, talks about a map and things, and you'll go through it and it will tell you to do something, and occasionally you'll have a choice. What do? You go and you take one of these choices. Many times when you do a choice, there's going to be a test, and I'm trying not to spoil too much of the book here for you, but you'll put these tokens out in front of you, corresponding to what the test is, and then you will roll, and you're trying to match the symbols here to get rid of them. If you also need to be rolling shields, if you don't roll shields, you'll be taking hits. Although the adult Lynx player, the older Lynx player, is able to use these shield tokens to block damage for the younger one. If the younger one is out, they will lose one of these tokens and go back up to 7. So when that happens 3 times, it's the end of the adventure and you lose. But losing in this game isn't necessarily bad. You will just come back and, upgrade get some more stickers and come in and go again. And eventually you get to the end of the book where you will fight some sort of guardian. And if you beat that guardian, then you've won, and you can go back through and try to get to another guardian. There are treasure cards that you can get over the course of the game. And these are just various cards that you can play to do different things. There are also this big stack of cards. These are kind of hidden, and they will do various things. I don't want to spoil them, but they might change a map. They might give you a cool big item, something like that. And that's pretty much the whole game. This is kind of a weird one for me because the experience of this game, the idea of this game is audacious and great. I love the concept of there being a 2-player co-op game that, again, it could be any older person, younger person, but definitely seems to be geared towards a parent and a child. That's fantastic. To go through, and the art in these books is super colorful and bright. It's comic-y and has a nice fantasy story. I enjoy that part. They're trying to be a roguelike game here, which is a video game system now, and it's a sort of game where when you die in these games and video games, you start back at the beginning, but you will get some sort of upgrades and get stronger and better. And that's what this is. So this is the first, as far as I can tell, roguelike kids co-op game. I like that concept. I like the stickering. I like the fact that the Lynx character is protecting the younger character, and the younger character will heal up and fight onwards. That's all neat. Here's my concern. It's pretty short. So when you play through this, and on your first go through, unless you're really lucky, you're going to die. But you'll probably get through book 1 and into book 2, and then you'll die. And so when you go back, this is what happened with me and my son. When we got to every situation where there was a choice, He then picked the opposite choice because he already saw the first choice. And the roguelike aspect of this, I think, is not necessarily one that kids like. Kids, they're not going to want to go through the same story over and over and over again. Yes, there are 4 different endings here at the end, but that's not that, or 4 different bad guys that you can fight, I think. Anyway, we haven't got to 4 of them. I think there's 4. Anyway, maybe there's less than 4. But it's kind of the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And I think 3 times is the limit. And then you're done, and then you can't give the game to somebody else because you've stickered it up. And that is where I come into I like the idea. I just wish it was more fully realized. I wish you could find more stuff. I wish there were more hours of gameplay in the box. I love the concept here. It says this is 2 players, 2 times 30 minutes. That's probably right. 2 times through is probably maybe 3 times through. But it's so pretty. It's so good. I just wish there was a way to go through it. Now they'll be like, oh, there'll be more stories and more things later on. Maybe. But for now, I'm looking at it as a complete game. So for me, this one is just a 6. I had fun. I like the concept. I think it's cool. I almost wish they had sacrificed some of this full-page artwork for a 3rd book. Or more cards, more diversity. The tests are just roll a die and see what happens. Or keep rolling dice and see if you succeed or fail. There's not enough here to hook me. I love kids games. I want to play great kids games. And I think this one is a really great concept. I just feel that at the end of it, it's kind of meh, and I can't pass this one off to any other parent to play with their kid because the stickers involved and everything. So, neat, but that's about it. But hey, maybe this is the start of something great we'll see in the future. Anyway, that's DreamQuest. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time.